I see some things in front of you today, but I have to ask you, what was that dish back in the day that you just couldn't wait to get after a long, hard day for your parents?
Well, you know what? I started cooking with my mum and my grannies when I was a little boy. I went on to name my restaurants after my grannies. So they were good bakers. And I'm going to share one of those family recipes with you today. My granny used to make scones, and then she passed that on to my mum. And now, of course, I make it for my boys. And she put currants in hers, the dried fruit, and then she'd make a jam. So I'm going to make a strawberry and rhubarb jam for you. We're going to top that with whipped cream and strawberry and rhubarb jam. So really easy to make. You just dump your strawberries and rhubarb into a pan. And then, of course, you add some sugar. That is a jam after all. And then you want the lemon juice for a little bit of that sharpness. And then you also want the seeds. Don't be scared if the seeds drop in there, because that pectin will actually help your jam thicken. Then what you want to do is find that perfect simmer. So we let that juice cook down. The fruit will start turning into a jam, and look at it. See how I'm just getting that perfect little simmer, that little bubble throughout my jam? That's exactly what you want. And that's why I love cooking on my Bosch induction cooktop, because it really allows you to get that perfect precision in all of your cooking. And that's important, knowing that temperature. Here's the scone dough. It's very similar to a biscuit dough, actually. And what I do next is I use a cutter. So the only ingredients that go in here are flour and sugar, a little bit of baking powder, and some cream. So it's a very, very easy recipe. And no matter where you are in Australia, or even England for that matter, you'll always find scones with jam and cream. And us Aussies were very influenced by those Brits. So we still love making some of these gorgeous recipes. So you go ahead, you pop them on your sheet tray or your sheet pan, and then you pop it in the oven. 375, they take about 12 to 15 minutes. And I used to tell people, you got to do that sheet pan shuffle, you know, where you get the top the same color as the bottom. Well, now what Bosch have done for us is they've created an oven which has a multi-rack function. So no matter where you put it in the oven, you're going to get that same beautiful browning. And I'll show it to you. Even on this rack here, I pop that down and have a look. See how they're all identically colored? Isn't that wonderful? So you're going to get that beautiful, even baking. So even if you've got one of these recipes from your mum or your gran, and you think, well, yeah, they were wonderful cooks and they were in the kitchen all the time. Well, now with the technology that Bosch bring to your kitchen, I really think it's possible for us all to be good cooks.
Number one, can you send that through the Zoom? And secondly, where can people find more information about what you have going on?
Well, you can go to our blog. It's called Heart of the Home. It's the Bosch blog. I'll put all my recipes up there for you. And then you can also check out all of the different appliances that allow you to be a wonderful cook.